Okay, welcome to my first attempt at creating a tutorial, to make cross-view videos in Grand Theft Auto 5. So what I've just done is I've loaded into the single player mode. Okay, I've actually had to reduce my graphics settings slightly just so that this recording is going to be effective. When you actually record clips, you might want to increase your graphics settings. So, first of all, I've already recorded a video. If you haven't though, you need to hit F1. Okay, do whatever you want to do, fly, drive, whatever. Count to 3, okay, because the minimum recording length has to be 3 seconds. I wouldn't perhaps go more than 30 seconds for your first one. Okay, and then just hit F1 to save it, and you'll see that it's just saved the time and date there. Now, to go view this recording, we're going to hit Escape. We are going to go along the top of the settings to Rockstar Editor. Okay, once we're in the Rockstar Editor, okay, we're going to go into create a new project. Okay, yes, I'm going to get rid of what I had there. I'm going to add a clip. Okay, and you can see the clip that I've just filmed there, just standing on the rooftop. However, I'm actually going to start with this bird one. Okay, this is one I've recorded earlier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this clip. It is just one clip. Okay, and it's just of a bird flying over the city. I'm going to hit enter twice, okay, so I can edit the clip. And then once we're in this edit window, as it loads, I'm going to show you how to set the camera angles first. So, at the bottom here, you have this drag slider. Okay, we can decide where we're going to start the video. So I'm going to start at the beginning, but I'm going to make this, we'll probably make it about 40 seconds long in this case. Okay, then what I'm going to do, click on this first marker, okay, in the bottom left, make sure we're on that first marker. I'm going to set speed to 125%, just because the bird's flying quite slowly. Okay, you just got this buffering icon here. My computer's being a little bit slower than normal, so there we go. Right, set it to 125. You'll see it goes into these arrowed modes. Okay, what I'm then going to do is I'm going to go to cameras, and I'm not going to choose game camera. I'm actually going to choose free camera. I'm going to do move with target, and I'm going to go player. Okay, you see the big arrows pointing to the bird, and then I'm going to go to rigid. Okay, now this means that if the bird turns left, the camera will move left with it. Okay, if you want to play around with it, you can. Now I'm in this, I don't know if you can quite see against this background, I actually have like a camera square here. Okay, and I can click, drag, and move the camera around. I can look around, I can fly around, I can move. Okay, I'll just press Control to reset that. What I'm going to do, okay, is find a point on this bird to be the center, to be the focal point. So I'm actually going to set it just above the head. Okay, so you can see I've just set that center square just above the head there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save that for now. That is now our center shot. Okay, now you've got to remember while you're doing this, you're actually going to be cropping off 25% of each side. Okay, so you're only looking at kind of this middle section of the screen. Okay, it's just slightly less than a square. So I reckon that's quite a nice angle. I can change the angle, I can change the zoom. Okay, you get the idea. Have a play around, find something you like. Okay, we'll go with there. Then what I'm going to do first, I'm going to say, right, let's start with the left eye. So, looking at this box in the middle, okay, I'm going to line it up with a point on the bird, because I want each time I want the bird to be the same distance to the left as it is to the right, so that the bird is dead in the center of the clip. You may not want to do that, you may want to do something more artistic. I'm just going for the basics now. So, what I've done is I've lined up the bottom right corner of this square with the bird's left wing. Okay, now I'm going to press escape. Okay, escape again, and escape again, and it returns the timeline. I'm going to press escape again. I'm going to save it as Bird City 1. Okay, and actually we'll call it Bird City 1 left, because that's what it is. Okay, and that's done. What I'm going to do now is save it again, but as Bird City 1 right. So now that's left done. Now we're in right. I'm going to press escape, go back to the timeline, edit twice to go back into that edit clip. Okay, go back into cameras, go back into edit camera, and you can see that we're still on that bottom right corner on the left side of the bird's wing. Okay, so I'm now going to move that. Okay, it takes a little bit of practice. You might need to go over and then come back. Okay, we'll say that's roughly there. So what I'm not doing is clicking and moving the mouse. Okay, all I'm doing is pressing the A and D keys to literally shift the camera angle left or right. Okay, if you start moving the camera angle, start focusing on a different point, it's not going to work. Okay, so the idea is that you imagine your left eye is somewhere and your right eye is somewhere. So I'm roughly on the corner. Okay, I'm not going to spend too long now, so it's a video. So what I'm going to do now is press F5, and that's going to save it automatically into the save project we just set as number 1 right. So I'm going to press escape all the way out. Okay, return to the timeline with enter, escape again, come down here, save it just to be sure. Okay, then I'm going to click on export. And I'm going to go for 60 frames per second, and I go to export. Okay, it's asking me for a name, I'm going to call it Bird City 1 Right. Press enter. Okay, it's going to say it's going to take approximately how long, 2 minutes, etc. I'm going to hit yes. Okay, now this is going to start, it's going to take a while. I normally find it takes longer than it says it will. Okay, and you'll see it will start to play through the clip, kind of in slow motion. There won't be any audio. Just leave Grand Theft Auto running. I don't know, go make a cup of tea or something. Come back and you'll have your clip. Once that's done, you need to go back out, go into load project, load in this case the left side, and do the same thing. Go to export, go 60 frames per second, and start exporting the video. Okay, I'm not going to let this run because I've already made one of these earlier. Next, I'll show you how to add it into VideoPad. Okay, so I'm just going to go through what we do in VideoPad. The first thing I'm going to do is create a new project. Okay, that's going to do not a lot. What I'm going to do now, okay, is what I've got open here is my root folder. Okay, I'm going to go into App Data, go into Local. I'm going to scroll down to Rockstar Games. And there it is. Go into GTA, then I'm going to Videos and Rendered. Okay, now these are the videos that I've already rendered. Okay, you might recognize some of them. So I'm just going to choose Bird City Left and Bird City Right. And what I'm going to do with those is just drag them and drop them into VideoPad. Okay. Right, now we're in VideoPad. The easiest way to separate them both is to right click on them, go to Video Effects. Okay, it's going to take a little bit of time to load, and we're going to add 2 effects. We're going to add one which is a crop. Okay, and what I'm going to do is increase X to 25. Okay, so I'm just going to type it in the box there, 25. Okay, and then I'm going to increase X2 to 75. Okay, what that means we are doing, okay, is we are cropping off the 25% of the picture either side, leaving us with 50% in the middle. This means that our output file is going to be exactly the same width as a 1080p video, okay, but just the center 50% of each screen. Okay, before we go on though, I'm going to add another one. I'm going to add a position. So I've opened up Bird City Right.mp4 here. Okay, so that means it's the right eye, or the right side of the bird in this case. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that to the left. Okay, so cross eye, your right eye is looking at the left and your left eye is looking at the right. So over here, come to horizontal offset. Now to move it to the left, I'm actually going to have to type in -25. Okay, and that's going to snap to the left. I can then click apply. Right, do the same with the left video. Okay, so start with that crop, go 25, and then we're going to go 75. Okay. Moving it to the right. And click apply. Okay, what we're going to do now, if you drag down one of the videos onto this video track one on the bottom, and then drag down the second one, but don't place it at the end. Okay, you want to check so that it's above it. Drag it to the start, and you should see those orange rectangles. Make sure it's placed directly above it. And now if we come over to our right hand side, you can see the sequence preview here, okay, now shows both images side by side. What I'm going to do now then is just export. So you click on export video. Okay, I'm going to give it a name. I've already set up a folder, so I'm going to say Bird City 1. Okay, I've got it as custom because I've got it as MP4. Okay, you've got it as YouTube 1080p, which is just 1080p, and I've set the maximum frame rate. Now the way I set it to 60 was going custom, okay, and just entering 60 in that box and clicking OK. Encoder options, okay, I go for an encoding of 5. Okay, that's not full quality. That gives me just about the right file size and compression ratio that I need. You can obviously play around with it, see what your system prefers. Okay, then just click create. This is going to take a few minutes now. Okay, I started recording there, but we have now done. So I'm going to open the folder. Okay, it's put on my second screen. And I'm now just going to check that the video works. Okay, that's looking a little bit green fuzzy for me. Okay, that's probably because I'm overusing my laptop. But other than that, the crossview is correct. Okay, you can close your eyes and check now. So I'm going to upload that to YouTube. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments and I'll try and get back to you as quickly as possible. Thanks for watching.